in Collinsville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us here on a very chilly Tuesday evening in the middle of November. We are just about ready to tip off the 2022-2023 basketball season, and we will do that with Lady Kahok basketball as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Lady Comanches of Cahokia. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, that is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, this is the season and the home opener, so no records to tell you about as far as this year is concerned. But last year, Collinsville, under their third-year head coach, well, second year then, third year now, Colin Moore, took his team to a 15-17 record. Cahokia, they have a new coach again this year. His name is Terrace Moore. And last year, that team over in Cahokia went 0-13, according to the records that I could find on the STL site and also on the Max Prep site. They both had them at 0-13, but there's a lot of games missing on both of those schedules, and there is pretty much nothing on the IHSA side as far as anything else is concerned. So your guess is as good as mine on Cahokia. How about we say a very big hello to the other person on the other microphone? That would be former Lady Kahok head coach Lori Billy. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, good, Todd. How about you?
Not too bad. So game number one of the year, always an exciting time for a coach and the fans.
Exactly. It really is. It's there's an energy and an excitement about getting back on the floor and being back in the gym and just playing the game.
Playing somebody beside yourselves.
Exactly. Yeah. It's first few weeks, you're scrimmaging and you're preparing, and the kids, you're conditioning them and you're getting them ready for the season, and they get to a point where they're done practicing. They want to get out and they want to put it to work. So they're ready. I'm sure they're ready to get on the floor.
How about you now? This is your third year not being a head coach. Are you feeling a little bit more comfortable not being out there?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Honestly, I miss it. I miss the kids. I miss the game. I don't miss the time that it takes. And, you know, I think I'm used to it. But I enjoy the fact that, you know, I can walk in here and hang out for a while and then walk right back out.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, we'll talk to you throughout the night. Thanks for being here.
You bet.
All right, that is Lori Billy, and let's get started with the pregame show here. Coach Colin Moore, as I mentioned, begins his third season as head coach after a 4-13 first season. That was played in the months of February and March only of 2021 due to the pandemic. Coach Moore's Lady Cahawks then turned things around last year, posted that 15-17 record I told you about. Lady Cahawks came out of the gates hot last year, going 6-2 in the team's first 8 games, including a 83-23 win over Cahokia. By the way, the JV team just annihilated the Cahokia JV team here just a moment ago, 63-11. We had running clock in all of the fourth quarter, and Collinsville held Cahokia scoreless in the third quarter, where Collinsville outscored the Lady Comanches 20-0 in that quarter, and the final score 63-11. Diaria Spears and Carson Mode led the way. The sophomores did with points in that JV game. Spears had 21 and Mode poured in 11. Well, Collinsville, after that hot start of the first 8 games, that included a 4-game win streak. They went 1-6 after that before finding another groove at midseason where they went 7-3, including a 3-game winning streak. Things went kind of cold down the stretch with a 5-game winless streak to end the regular season with that 14-16 record. And then the Lady Cahawks got a big one over Belleville West in last year's regional semifinal game before a 51-37 win before bowing out to an O'Fallon team that ended up going 24-5 last year. They handed Collinsville a pretty bad loss in that regional championship game at 56-21. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville coach Colin Moore, talk to him about last year and, of course, this year as well. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Softwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks. We like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft-wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Let's do some basketball. It's finally basketball season. Your Lady Kahawks will open up the season first. The boys will come a couple of weeks later. Joining us now as Collinsville gets set to take on Cahokia in the season opener at home is Collinsville's third-year head coach, Colin Moore. All right, Coach. So 15 and 17 last year after that pandemic year that everybody would just rather forget about. I am sure that 15 and 17 mark was a big step in the direction that you want to take this team.
Correct, 100% agree. We had 2 losses that I think we would have won if we didn't have a player have to sit out with COVID. And I think that record would have been flipped around. With Megan had to sit out a couple games with COVID last year, and I think that 17 wins would have been the most that Collinsville's had in 10, 15 years from when I've looked back at stats. And then we play a few more games now, so you get a little chance to get a few more wins. But these girls had the potential to get up to 20 wins this year, and that's kind of what we're shooting for.
14 and 11 after the Highland Midwinter Tournament last year, before that 5-game losing streak that took you into the playoffs, and that was kind of brought everything down a little bit.
Yeah, it was one of those things where the Southwestern Conference, the tough competition, just kind of caught up to us with how many games you just play over and over and over. And then I would say the Highland tournament was especially nice, beating some teams in that tournament that we lost to early in the year. Just really showed that we improved throughout the year.
That 5-game skid couldn't have come at a worse time, could it?
Yeah, it was just bad timing with Megan being out and then losing some games, and then it was conference. It just was. Jenna was a little hurt, banged up, having to play with one arm. So it was just kind of the long season caught up to us. Hoping we can be in better shape this year and try to avoid that long stretch towards the end of the year this year.
Had some Lady Kahawks leave their mark in the record books last year. Some individual performances. Talisha Gilmore, one of those. We talked about her a lot last year as a freshman, believing in herself, putting in the work as a freshman. Made her way into the top 5 in blocked shots in a season, number 1 in rebounds in a season in a game. Now she is the bar.
Yeah, people be surprised when they see her play this year. She's a lot different. She put on some muscle, she's stronger, and she can dribble the basketball now. Whereas last year we were kind of like, oh, just don't dribble, just get rebounds and shoot it. And this year she can kind of handle the ball a little bit. So we're interested to see where she ends up by the end of her career here at Collinsville.
Yeah, I'm going to be paying attention to that myself. All right, let's talk about this year and what you got coming back. You only lost 2 girls to graduation, so you have most of your team coming back this year.
Yeah, when I filled out the roster and pulled it off my Google spreadsheet, I just had to erase a couple names. I didn't have to add any. So it's nice to have a young team that's all played, and it's just kind of been a easier transition for these girls, just know what to expect. And they're, with Megan and Jenna being seniors and Emma being a senior, and with Megan and Jenna going to start for 3 years now, they kind of know what to expect from me, and I know what to expect from them. So it's been a pretty smooth start to the season.
How much easier has it been for you as a head coach in your 3rd year?
Having the same kids now for 3 years, definitely easier. Finally having a set coaching staff after the COVID, and then the last year, kids moving, our coaches moving, getting teaching jobs. It's been nice to work with the same people from the start of the summer on, and just a lot more fun, just blending well together.
This is your 3rd year, as I mentioned. Usually they say that's the point when a coach starts turning things around. Do you put any extra pressure on yourself because you're into your 3rd year?
Yes and no. I know what everybody has in the conference. I know what we have, and like I was telling, I had an interview with Mark from the Troy Times-Tribune. You look around saying, oh yeah, we returned 4 or 5 starters. But then you look at every team does the same thing in our conference. So it's just a tough schedule. And we've challenged ourselves to play a tough non-conference schedule this year, purely hoping that we can break through and get some success in a regional. Because I mean, we could easy the schedule down non-conference, but that's not going to prepare us for a regional. So I'd rather hover around 500 and get better versus play some games where you just know you're going to win by whatever, and then I want to prepare for that postseason.
Tell us a little bit about your practice leading up to tonight.
They've been pretty good. We had a interesting week last week with some girls just getting back in the swing of things, understanding, hey, basketball's starting, you got to be here, we're responsible. And then, of course, we had to get the girls on their grades, do a little bit of running for our grades last week, but that'll get straightened out here. But I think they need to realize they're athletes, student athletes, and then just getting them back in the group. But the practices have been good, very competitive, got a good group of kids. We have a freshman level, we have JV, we have varsity, so they all seem like they'd be having a pretty good time so far.
All right, we don't know much about Cahokia. They kind of keep everything under lock and key, so I'm not going to ask you about them. Let's ask about you. What kind of team are we going to see from the Lady Cahoks this year?
We're looking to be aggressive, but we kind of have, if you want to say it, kind of two different lineups type thing. We got a lineup where we're looking to really slow it down, hammer the ball inside, and then we also have a lineup where we're looking to just pressure, and let Megan just kind of do her thing. Because when she gets going in transition, she's as good as anybody, and over the summer, going to camps and doing things, college coaches are kind of, man, if she was 4 inches taller, 5 inches taller. So you get sick of hearing that as a head coach, but at the same time, it's nice to have that at the same time.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Colin Moore, your Lady Cahoks basketball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups, all that and more coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine, revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed, its Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke, Coach Lori Billy with you as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Cahokia. And here are the starting lineups. We'll begin with Cahokia. We have number 4, Kimora Hayes. She is a junior. Nia Griffin is a senior. Jayla Jennings also a senior. Talia Malone Bridgeford is a sophomore, and another sophomore is Demetriana Briggs. We do not have any heights on the Lady Comanches, nor do we have any points from last year. Those are not on the STL, and I couldn't tell you when the last time, if ever, that they won a regional, because that stuff's not available on the IHSA as well. Your starters for Collinsville, you have 5'5" senior Megan Jansen, Ella Guerrero, the 5'5" junior out there as well, Talisha Gilmore, the 6'1" sophomore, Jenna Scheller, the 6'3" senior, and Katie Bardwell, the 5'9" junior. Coach, you had a few of these girls as sophomores. Now they're all seniors getting ready to graduate.
Freshmen.
Freshmen.
They were freshmen. Yeah, they played for me when they were freshmen. So it seems impossible to think about it that way, but yeah, here we are.
Megan Jansen was a leading scorer last year for Collinsville, 344 points, only 4 points ahead of Jenna Scheller. So your top two performers out there for Collinsville, back for their senior season. Collinsville here in their purple uniforms, purple shorts, purple jerseys. Got a little white going across the collarbone and the white numbers on the back and the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys. The Lady Comanches, they are here in white uniforms and they have the word Comanches written across. I think they do. It's Comanches or Cahokia. Cahokia written across the fronts of their jerseys. We are underway. Collinsville ends up getting that opening tip-off but couldn't finish it up, and the rebound belongs to Cahokia. They bring it up court for the first time tonight, and from the baseline, shot taken there by Jennings. That one's no good. Collinsville picks up this rebound, and the Kahawks are off and running looking for that first bucket. Jansen has it, top of the key now for Guerrero. One-hand pass into the paint. Now Scheller with it, off the glass, and that one's in for two, and that's how we get underway.
That's what we need to do with those two. They need to look for each other all the time when we're down on the block like that. It's a good look.
2-0 in favor of Collinsville here early on in this first period, first quarter. I got to get used to quarters and periods and
quarters. Yeah,
I know, man. I'm coming off
changing your sport.
I'm coming off of 3 hockey games where it's periods and all kinds of other stuff. There's the first turnover. We're going to have a charge called on Cahokia.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I didn't really see anything happen.
No.
Wasn't much. Must not have been what do they call it? An emphatic charge.
We were not close enough to see it.
Boy, I tell you what, McCluskey wasn't lying. He did go to Rural King and get himself some popcorn, didn't he?
He sure did.
Concession stand
It's
not
important.
open yet. Yeah, McCluskey's like, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to Rural King, get me some popcorn. Here is Guerrero from the baseline. She throws up a shot, and that one rattles and then falls in.
Great move, little pump fake, drives around, right in a good range for her. That's a great shot.
4-0 in favor of Collinsville. Collinsville beat Cahokia last year, 83-23. Megan Jansen had 20 points in that game, plus she led the team with 8 steals. Talisha Gilmore led Collinsville in that game with 13 rebounds and 13 points. Lucky number 13 for her.
Talisha can jump out of the gym, let me tell you. She's amazing inside. I love watching her.
Yeah, Coach Moore mentioned in the pregame interview that she's put on some muscle.
Yeah.
That's a travel by Collinsville, so each team now with a turnover.
Well, she played volleyball.
Yep.
And, she's worked. You can see it. You can see there's a difference in her body from last year to this year.
Well, yeah, coming up as a freshman on both basketball and the volleyball teams, you knew that she had some more growth in her at some point.
Right.
That one's inside
Great
for Scheller,
feed,
and off the glass and the rim.
Outside, inside. Nice look inside. Jenna squared up and turned and knocked the shot down.
6-0 in favor of Cahokia and Coach Moore. That would be Terrace Moore. I got 2 Coach Moores to deal with here tonight. Cahokia takes a timeout. We'll take one right along with them. We're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Todd Duke, Coach Lori Billy back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 6-0 in favor of Collinsville here in the early goings of this season/home opener for your Lady Kahawks. And now Cahokia has to play a little catch-up here. And here comes Kimora Hayes, the junior. She comes in at the top of the Kahawk logo and fires it over onto the wing, now deep inside that right-hand corner for Jennings. Jennings, she takes it back out front, almost losing control. The ball was Briggs, and she eventually did. Second turnover for Cahokia. Here is Guerrero, top of the key. Scheller can hit some threes as well as be down there low in that post on the paint, but she misses on that one, although that one was only a 2-point shot as she stepped on the top of the key. And the rebound belongs to Cahokia. They bring it back up, looking for their first points of this game. Here is Griffin. She gets stopped in her tracks, fires it over into the corner once again for Jennings. She drives baseline, partially blocked by Scheller, and then coming in with the first points is Kimora Hayes. And Cahokia is on the board, 6-2. Collinsville with the 4-point lead.
Yeah, we missed a little rebound there. Katie Bardwell was kind of out of position, and Scheller had to step over and try to get that block, and then we didn't recover, but make it up here.
Jansen over to Bardwell, back to the top of the key for Megan. Over onto the far side, Guerrero. She'll launch a three-pointer. That's good.
There you go.
First three-pointer of the night. Taken and made by Collinsville, and it's 9-2 in favor of the Lady Kahawks. Here is Kimora Hayes. Hayes has the only bucket thus far for Collinsville, or excuse me, for Cahokia. Their Comanches didn't have enough for a freshman team, so there was no freshman game here tonight. So just the 2 games on this floor, JV and varsity, and Hayes.
Yeah, it's a good move by her, driving down the middle and just laying it in nice and easy.
Yeah. And now Bardwell steps out of bounds.
It's interesting that you mentioned that about the freshman teams. I'm hearing that's an issue across the board. A lot of schools are having trouble, keeping a freshman team.
I don't know if that's a good testament of the future of the game of basketball around here or not.
You're right. It's interesting. Since COVID, things have changed. These kids kind of got a taste of some downtime, and it's a big commitment. This game is a big commitment.
It was knocked out of bounds by Collinsville as the Kahawks went for a steal, but Cahokia keeps the ball out toward the perimeter, and a pass. That's going to be our first foul, and this one is going to belong to the newly inserted Eliana Reinhardt, the 5'9" sophomore.
I love to see this kid play. She's really aggressive. She's really coachable and a lot of fun to watch.
Denasia Willis is also into the game for the first time as Hayes just gets around her and then runs into Reinhardt back at the midcourt stripe. She almost stepped over it. Now Cahokia, that was a travel, and that's going to be a turnover.
That's right. Great pressure up top. Got beat a little bit, but Jenna was there to recover it. And you got the turnover.
Megan Jansen inbounds, does so to Reinhardt, and gives it right back to where it came from. Jansen crosses the timeline, 3:50 left to play here in this opening quarter. Collinsville up 9-4. Inside it goes to Scheller, off the glass, good for 2 more.
Every time, that is what we need. Outside, inside, look for that post player. That's a great, great pass, great look.
11-4, Cahokia works the ball up court. Here comes Jennings. Jennings gets ran into by Reinhardt, finally gets rid of the ball to Bridgeford, and off the high glass, Malone Bridgeford banks one in. 11-6.
Those don't get to count, you know that, right?
Yeah. And a travel against Collinsville, just to add insult to injury. Jansen hit the ground right after that. As Guerrero will come back in, Jansen will go to the bench. And
I'm not sure she wasn't knocked around.
yeah,
a little
I
bit
know.
there.
I was thinking the same thing. Elijah Childs checks into the game for Cahokia, taking the place of Dematriana Briggs. And at the free throw line, shot taken, no good. Collinsville pulls down just their second rebound so far in this game. And here is Megan Jansen. Jansen comes up over onto the left wing, or excuse me, Guerrero. They look
Guerrero.
alike.
Yep, they do. They have looked alike for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Great move right there. Nice give and go. That was very well done.
I will
Just
make
gotta
that
finish.
mistake more than one time this year. I guarantee it.
I hear you.
They both have that dark hair. They both have the ponytails. They both have kind of the same body build too. So I mean, they're very similar, especially with my almost 60-year-old eyes looking down from this distance.
You did not just tell that to the world.
I
did.
did. Yeah, I just celebrated my 59th a couple weeks ago.
Attaboy.
I know. At the free throw line is Reinhardt. She misses the first one. And Eliana last year from the free throw line went 3 of 8 in the varsity side of things, and she misses both of them here. And the rebound on the ground, and it belongs to Cahokia. They'll bring it back up, or at least try to. Collinsville putting on some backcourt pressure. They get it across the line, do the Comanches, but a travel as she stepped over the line by Elijah Childs, and that is the 4th turnover by the Lady Comanches. Now Jansen comes back in. At least this time she has the little twin pigtails on the back, so that should help.
You.
Yeah.
You can see her number.
Yeah, I can. Here is Guerrero bringing the ball across the line. 2:45 left to play here in this opening quarter of this season opener. Here's Guerrero at the top of the key. Launches another three-point shot. That one rattles and falls in.
Atta girl. Need more of that.
Second three-point shot made by Guerrero. Collinsville extends their lead 14-6. And here comes Cahokia, and it seems like Hayes is the one you got to watch for the Comanches.
She's the one we need to have an eye on.
And that results in a turnover. Collinsville brings it back up. Here is Guerrero underneath the basket.
Oh, very
what
nice.
a nice Willis.
Very nice.
To
Now
Gilmore.
that's fun.
And Gilmore banks it off the glass for 2.
Great acknowledgement. I mean, that's amazing.
Foul in the process as well, so Talisha will go to the free throw line. And that foul will belong to Elijah Childs. That'll be her second. Gilmore at the free throw line went 30 of 83 last year. That's only 36%. That's something she has got to improve on.
Coach Moore and I had that conversation. I came down the other night and watched practice for about an hour, and I asked him that very question. Have her free throws gotten better?
And the answer?
And he said, well, we're working on it. I said, Coach, we need to work on it.
Emma Rebushiski checks into the game for the first time. Gilmore at the free throw line, shooting just 1. And that one's in. There you go. That's how you start. That's 100%, right?
She needs to quit. That's it for the year. That's all she gets.
Timeout called on the floor. We'll step aside as well, and we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today. GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke and former Lady Kahawk head coach Lori Billy with you for this season opener for your Lady Kahawks. The ladies will have a few days off, and then they will head to Nashville to take part in the traditional Nashville Thanksgiving tournament. Those are always fun.
Oh, that Nashville tournament is something, let me tell you. Lots of fun times there. Sorry.
You're all right. Cords get wrapped up around here, you know. It's the occupational hazard with this job, man. Cords everywhere.
Cords and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, no, Nashville's a really good tournament, and from what I've heard, a lot of the teams that are there this year are going to be tough competition.
Yeah, Collinsville opens up with Freeburg. That's going to be this coming Monday.
Yeah. I was talking to Colin about that. And
That one's going into the backcourt. Stole by Willis.
Grab it,
and then she kind of overran it. Gives it up now for, I thought she was going to shoot that three. Megan Jansen thought about it for a good hard 3 seconds and then pulled it back.
She did. She thought too long.
There's Willis trying to move it up inside, but a turnover by Collinsville. We'll give the ball back to Cahokia, and Lady Comanches will work it up court. Here is Nia Griffin. Griffin tries to come in over here on this left side. That ball's stolen as well. Another turnover by the Comanches. Behind the back dribble by Jansen, and she'll come out the other side over on the left wing and then try to force a pass. It bounces off a body. Rabashewski gets it, and back out front now for Jansen. Jansen over in the corner for Willis. And inside for Gilmore. Back outside we go. Rabashewski. She dribbles. She drives high, and that ends up hitting the bottom of the glass. And then Gilmore will be fouled as she went up for a shot. And that foul is going to belong to Malone Bridgeford. That'll be her first. And it'll be her second, team's fourth. There is Gilmore shooting a robust 100% from the free throw line here.
Do not say anything, Todd.
Gilmore, her team up 17-6. 1 minute, 12 seconds to go here in this first quarter. And the next free throw falls a little short.
Yeah, that looks better, though. That shot looks better.
Right down the middle.
It looks better. Got to get her legs under her.
Willis and Reinhardt head out of the game as Guerrero checks back in, as does Jenna Scheller. At the free throw line, Talisha Gilmore.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it. I like it.
Gives Collinsville a 12-point lead, 18-6, 1:10 left to play here in quarter number one. Here come the Comanches. There is Griffin. She'll put a rainbow pass over the line to Malone Bridgeford into the corner. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, that is good.
Yeah.
And that belongs to Hayes. She now has 6 of the 8 points on the board for Cahokia.
I'd say keep the ball out of her hands.
I think so. Here's Guerrero over onto the far side now for Rabashewski. Back to Emma.
Keep the ball moving, ladies. Come on.
And then around the horn we go, and we'll keep it to the top of the key. Now over onto the left wing. Inside Scheller, outside for Guerrero. 3-pointer from there, yes!
Jansen.
I told you.
Ponytails.
I told you that I would do that more than one time this year.
I know.
One time in this game.
That's all right, though. We'll let you.
Yeah, here's Hayes. Outside, and a bounce pass on the inside for Briggs, and Briggs loses control of the ball. Emma Rabashewski comes up with it. Up to Megan Jansen. Jansen bounce pass. Gilmore off the glass for 2.
Talisha, very nice.
23-8 as we have just a couple of seconds left, and a heave-ho shot. That's going to be no good. As the buzzer sounds, that's the end of one quarter of play. 23-8 in favor of your Collinsville Lady Cahawks. Back with quarter number 2 in just a moment right here on the Kahok Sports Network. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Todd Duke, Coach Lori Billy back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 1 quarter in the book, not a bad first quarter, eh, Coach? 23-8, I'll take that any day.
I'll take those every day. Those are nice. That was a good job. Kids did. They settled down. Missed that first layup, but got in the game and settled themselves in. And I like what we're looking at. We're looking inside. We're looking outside. We've got good shots all around, and it's a good start.
Cahokia with the ball to begin quarter number 2, and more specifically, it is Jennings, and she gets trapped, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville, so that will end up being another turnover for Cahokia. They had 8 in the first quarter, and already with the first one here in quarter number 2. Here comes Guerrero. Guerrero moves it across the Kahok logo and up to the top of the key. She'll just launch a three-pointer from there.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not? I mean,
they're going to leave you all that room.
Don't guard her. That's okay with us.
Yeah. 4 3-pointers made by Collinsville. 5 shots taken from beyond the three-point arc, so that's a pretty good percentage.
That's a good percentage.
That's a very good percentage.
That's a real good night.
Gamora
so
Hayes.
Far.
Yeah. Hayes with the ball, almost got
Okay.
that pick off, and that might have jammed the finger there of Demetriana Briggs. She comes up holding the digit underneath the basket. Felicia Gilmore goes up, but she's fouled, and she'll head back to the free throw line. And with her 3rd foul already is Talea Malone Bridgeford. Her 3rd, team's 5th. Gilmore, 2 for 3 from the free throw line here in this first half, looking to extend that. She'll have 2 shots coming her way. First one, good.
I like the look of that shot this year.
Yeah, nice and smooth. Every shot so far has been right down the middle.
Looks totally
one fell a
different.
little short, and that was been it so far.
Yep, looks totally different.
So Gilmore with 1 more shot coming her way. And good on that one as well. Well, I know the next time I have a pregame interview with Coach Moore, I know what I'm going to be talking about.
That's right.
That won't be for a while, though, since the girls are going to Nashville, and the boys don't return home until December the 2nd after they go to Mascoutah for their
tournament.
Thanksgiving tournament.
Right.
Lady Cahawks, they return home on December 1st. I believe that is our next basketball game after this one. High off the glass, no good off of the hands of Hayes, and then the ball ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like you said earlier. We get started, we get on the floor, and then we go away.
Yeah.
For a while. Play out of town.
Into the right side corner, now up underneath for Briggs, and she travels.
Yep, definitely.
Tried to push into Scheller just a little too much, kept the feet moving, but the ball was never bouncing. So Collinsville will bring the ball back up. Already up by 8 points are the Lady Cahawks. They're looking for more. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero moves to the top of the key. They cut that avenue off this time, and the three-point shot taken away. Here is a little stop and drop by Megan Jansen, now with 5 points, and Collinsville extends their lead to 30-8.
That's a nice little motion right there. They set that screen, and all you got to do is come around the screen and look for the shot.
Here is Kamara Hayes. She has 6 of the 8 points on the board for Cahokia, as we have played 2 minutes into quarter number 2. Ball on the outside now to Griffin. Griffin, she drives just outside the lane, lost control of the ball. Collinsville picks it up. Bardwell gives it up now for Scheller. Scheller gives it up for Guerrero, all the way over to Megan Jansen. She thought about that 3, pulled it down as she was approached quickly, but Guerrero at the top of the key.
I don't know. Why would you think about that? She looked at it like, should I?
Man.
Maybe I should.
You are not kidding. We have another timeout called on the floor, and this one.
I think we got an injury.
We do? Oh, yeah, that jammed thumb.
Yep, I think we got an injury.
So that means that Briggs will have to come out, and they'll replace her with Valencia Davis, a junior. And young Miss Briggs will go down and check out Amanda Bauer and get that digit looked at.
She will. And Amanda will do a fine job.
She always does.
Yes, she does.
So Cahokia with the ball, 33-8, Collinsville with the lead. 5:35 left to play here in this first half. And here comes Hayes. Hayes dribbles and drives from the free throw line. Flying jump off the fingertips, won't get it to go. Gilmore pulls down the rebound for Collinsville. Here is Guerrero. She pulls up a little bit, gives it up now for Scheller. On the outside for Rabashewski. Into the corner. Another three-pointer. That one skips off the rim. And the rebound this time belongs to Cahokia. And once again, here is Hayes, and she couldn't
you got to get
complete
down
again.
the floor. Yeah, you got to get down the floor with her. You can't let her get down there like that. That's way
Into
too
the
easy.
corner, Guerrero with another three-pointer. She's on fire. That is 5 3-pointers for Ella Guerrero here in this first half.
Do you know the team record for a
I
game?
don't.
7.
7. Okay, well, we got a chance then, don't we?
We might have a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance.
Hey, there's girls on this team last year who set some records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. In fact, I've got a picture of Talisha with Raven Berry when she broke Raven's record.
Most blocked shots in a career. Jenna Scheller with 132. That's number 3 on the list. And 18 behind number 2, Autumn Dow. And 85 behind number 1, Michelle Barsh, who had 217 between 2004 and 2008. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Turnover by Collinsville as Cahokia brings the ball back up.
Michelle was practicing her volleyball moves during basketball.
I'm sure she was.
Trust me, she was.
Rolls
we
all
had
the
to
way.
remind her.
Rolls all the way back out to Hayes. Hayes in between the top of the key and the logo at the top of the key. 3-point shot, no good. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahok's 7th rebound here in this contest thus far. Here is Guerrero. She'll dribble and drive, dump it off underneath
Very
for
nice
Gilmore.
Move. Great job.
And
Great
Gilmore drains in point number 10 for her this evening. And now we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Cahokia, so we'll step aside for that long as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Todd Duke and former Lady Kahok basketball head coach Lori Billy with you. Glad that you're with us as we got a 38-8 game going on here. Already a 30-point lead for Collinsville here in this one. Here is Hayes at the free throw line. Takes the shot too hard off the glass. Rebound belongs to Granite City, but Collinsville, they take the steal and they bring it back up. Here is Jansen into the perimeter and a walk by Willis. We'll give the ball right back to Cahokia.
Yeah, bless her heart. She didn't get a lot of playing time last year. She had some injuries going on. And like I said, I was here the other day in practice, and I talked to her for a little bit. She's coming back, and boy, I'll tell you what, she's quite an athlete. I'm glad to see her on the floor.
Here's Hayes. Can't get around Rabashevsky. Emma putting on some great defense, and then Rabashevsky commits the foul and got too much.
Might have wrapped her up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. You're not allowed to do that in basketball.
Sharing the love. She's just sharing the love, that's all.
That is the third team foul for Collinsville. I only have 2 written down, so I'm missing one somewhere.
Yeah, I thought there were only 2.
Inbound pass will be triggered down low by Jennings as Pruitt checks back into the game. (38-8). Christina Travis, a sophomore, checks in now for Cahokia.
Grab it.
And almost a steal there, and then we have a block called against Reinhardt. That'll be her second.
Interesting block when she throws her arm out like that.
Yeah.
Shoves her back. I don't know.
Couple foul number 50, Ellie Reinhardt. That's her 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
See, that's the one thing I don't have on my list. I have most points in a game, most 3-point field goals, but I don't have three-point field goals in a game.
It is in the back of the book. Have you got?
No, this is the stat sheet the coach shared with me earlier in the year, or last year actually.
Okay, it's in the list.
I don't think they have programs yet for this season, anyway.
Well,
there's a steal and 2 points by Jennings, and now a whistle. And reset that opening entry.
Nope, I think they gave him a warning.
Oh.
I think they touched the ball after the basket.
Oh, okay. I got you. 38-10. 2:45 left to play here in this first half. Bardwell with it. She'll take it from the wing to the top of the key, and she'll give it to Jansen. Jansen over on the far sideline, or the near sideline for Rabashewski. She'll launch a three-point shot, and that one rolls right around the rim. And then Cahokia takes care of the rebound. Comanches bring it up. Here is Griffin. Griffin almost carried that ball with that high dribble. Back in the slot area. She'll give it up and onto the wing for Travis. Into the corner now it goes for Jennings, and a ball out of bounds. Scheller, Bardwell, Gilmore check back into the game. Sorry, that was Carson Mode that had the ball earlier.
It was. Once again, they look alike from behind.
2:14, yeah. 2:14 left to go here in this second.
Good tip.
And that's
Great
a tip.
tip.
Steal. Here comes Gilmore, and off the glass. Can't finish, but
There
the
we go.
rebound is put back up and in by Megan Jansen.
That's great basketball right there.
40-10. Collinsville has that 30-point lead back with 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Here comes Nia Griffin. Griffin moves the ball across the timeline and slings a pass over to Jennings. Jennings just outside the lane, now into the paint, turns around, takes a shot, and a foul coming up. It's either going to be against Scheller or Mode. They were both there. I believe that's...
Oh.
No. Carson Mode picks up her first. Each team now with 5 fouls on the board. And to the free throw line, it will be Jayla Jennings. As I mentioned earlier, I have no stats. Cahokia didn't put any stats on the STL site or on Max Preps last year, so nothing to tell you about as far as stats go. I can tell you that Jennings just made the first one and missed the second one. Rebound belongs to Mode. Collinsville shoots it back up. Here is Jansen up underneath. A little bit of touch and go there, and now a travel going to be called against Bardwell. And
Little miscommunication. Both girls were in the same spot and didn't realize it.
here is the 5'4" sophomore Lily Carlisle checking into the game for the first time tonight. And bringing the ball up for Cahokia, it is Jayla Jennings. Jennings gets it across the line for Griffin. Griffin on this near side baseline, gets double teamed, puts it up into the corner now for Jennings, and she launches a three. That one skips across the rim, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. And the steal, or the turnover, also belongs to Collinsville. And Childs gets her first 2 points of the game. Elijah Childs is a freshman.
Not sure what happened there. I don't know if the floor's wet. That's not like Megan. Her foot came out from under her, so I don't know if we got a wet spot. Yeah, I think we do.
Demetriana Briggs is back out there, so apparently she got that digit taken care of. Here's Gilmore off the glass, good for 2. Nice pass by Scheller.
That's called high-low right there.
Well, makes it 42-13 Collinsville.
Little high-low basketball.
Cahokia moves it across the line, Griffin with it. She'll drive, top of the key, free throw line, takes an off-balance shot. That one doesn't hit anything until it hits the hands of one of her teammates. Rebound, however. Well, you don't call it a rebound. Didn't hit anything.
Nope.
And
Great
a steal.
read.
That's a steal, and Collinsville's Gilmore comes in off the glass. 2 more.
Finish that time. Not a girl.
Gilmore now with 14 points here in the first half of this game. Here comes Griffin once again. We're down to the final 15 seconds of this first half. Here's Childs. Childs right in front of the scorer's table. Now gets double teamed. Carlisle and Jansen both there, and they knock it out, but it ends up right into the hands of Briggs. She'll throw it over here onto this left wing, and dribbling and driving is Jennings at the buzzer. A whistle. Are they going to count that foul before the half?
I don't know. Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Let her shoot it.
So we'll have to wait and see who it's on. Bardwell. Her first, team 6th to the free throw line. Once again will be Jayla Jennings. She just went 1 of 2 from there, and she'll stand up there by herself and hit the first one. 1 more, and then we'll call it a half. And this time I thought she was going to make that one. had the right course of action there. All right, so 44-14 in favor of Collinsville after one half of play. And, Coach, I don't know about you, but I don't think you could have scripted it any better.
No, absolutely not. I thought the kids came out and responded really well. I liked the way our offense was running. I liked the way we were pressing. I think that makes a difference. We're going to adjust a little bit getting back, but overall I'm really pleased to see how they're playing.
All right, we will both be back here for the second half. Right now it is time for the halftime show. Not much of one, though, because there's just not a lot going on. Woods Basement Systems is a sponsor of our halftime show. All things basement-y since 1986. Wood Basement Systems. Give them a call at their Collinsville office at 618-708-4055. Back with some stats on the first half of this game in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500.
And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show, that is, here on the Kahok Sports Network, where your Collinsville Kahawks have a 30-point lead, the ladies do, at the half, 44-14. It was 23-8 after one quarter of play. Collinsville had a 15-point lead and then outscored Cahokia in that second quarter, 21-6, helped out by Ella Guerrero. She has 5 three-pointers in this contest already and has 17 points. Talisha Gilmore right behind her with 14 points. Megan Jansen has 7, and Jenna Scheller has 6. That's how many Kimora Hayes has for Cahokia. She leads her team with those 6 points. After that, Jayla Jennings has 4, and Elijah Childs has 2. Collinsville out rebounding Cahokia in that first half, 11-7. Kahawks turned the ball over 9 times compared to 15 turnovers for Cahokia. And from the three-point line, Collinsville is 6 of 9, while Cahokia is 0 of 3. And I forgot to add up the free throws, but right off the top of my head here, I got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 7. So Collinsville has hit 4 of 7, while Cahokia has hit 2 of 4, all those coming from Jayla Jennings. So we are good there. Halftime scores to tell you about. Thank you to Zach Roseman. Father McGivney right now beating Greenville 49-41. East Alton, Wood River all over Madison right now by a score of 48-5. And Quincy over Jacksonville right now by a score of 68-31. Those are all, of course, girls basketball scores as the boys don't get underway for a couple of more weeks. All right, that's going to do it for the halftime show. We will be back. Third quarter action will come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Cahawks on the Cahawk Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. My name is Todd Duke, Lori Billy, former Lady Kahok head coach on the other microphone, and we are underway as Kimora Hayes picks up her 8th point. Here is Guerrero, thought about that three-pointer, and then pulls it into the perimeter, takes a shot, a little off balance. Rebound, that belongs to Gilmore, and she is fouled from behind, and that one is going to belong to Demetriana Briggs, I do believe. Nope. Who are they going to give that one to? 13. Okay. Nia Griffin. Her first team foul, and Gilmore at the free throw line, where she is a robust 4 of 5 to start off with. And that one just tips off the front of the rim.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know. Just put the robust in there.
Yeah, don't.
I got to give you, the stats.
Don't robust it.
Gilmore, one more shot, and that one's
so much better. Oh, my goodness. That girl has worked on that shot. That's excellent.
45-16. We'll keep an eye on that scoreboard for you. Of course, we have the possibility of running clock in the fourth quarter as we did in that JV game, as the JVers won 63-11. And here once again, those are some nice moves.
She can move.
Unable to finish it off, but pulling down the rebound was Cahokia. And once again with the ball is Hayes. She'll dump it off this time for Griffin. Back to Hayes. And in front of her own bench, that's Bridgeford. And the ball goes into the backcourt. That'll end up going out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover. Collinsville will get the ball back.
Yeah, she did travel. I guess they don't want Megan to throw it in.
I guess not, man. She thought the referee was going to throw it to her. He ends up throwing it to the other ref. That's how I end up pulling a muscle, by the way.
She looks confused.
Yeah. That one's kept back in by Cahokia, but it ends up going to Collinsville for a moment. But a foul. Just as Scheller was going for the ball, Briggs went in for the ball as well and bumped right into Scheller, and that's going to be a foul against Briggs. That'll be her second team foul here in the second half. Inbound pass will come in from Jansen to Guerrero in front of her bench. She'll take it from there just outside the lane. Gilmore, strong move, but another foul coming up to Briggs.
Yeah, she's got to learn to take that pressure inside. She's doing a good job of turning. She's just not finishing on those shots, and it's going to be beneficial for her to be able to finish.
3 quick fouls here in the early parts of this third quarter for Cahokia. They can ill afford to have any of their girls foul out, that's for sure.
Right.
Gilmore back at the line. And Talisha, first one good. She now has 16 points. One more coming her way. And that one uses everything it can to fall in.
We will take it.
And Gilmore hits both of those to give her team a 47-16 advantage now.
How many free throws is that for her?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9 free throws, and she's made 7.
She keeps that up, she'll break her record in the first 4 games.
Yeah. That's high off the glass. Rebound, that's going to be a foul against Jenna Scheller. Scheller will pick up her first. So to the free throw line will go Jayla Jennings. Jennings was the only one who went to the free throw line in the first half. She had 4 shots and made 2.
She can shoot a little bit. Got a nice shot.
First one? You did that on purpose, didn't you?
You know I did.
Oh, the jinx is in play up here at the old balcony.
It's a thing.
It is.
I'm just telling you, it's a thing.
Next shot on the way, and that one's good.
See, I didn't say it that time.
She is a 50% free throw shooter for this game, that's for sure. Here comes Collinsville all the way up. No one was guarding Guerrero. She'll move in and
caught her on the arm.
Okay. Foul. That one's going to go against Jayla Jennings. That'll be her first. Already the team's 4th, though. So they keep this up, and the Cahoks are going to be heading to the free throw line here real soon, but not that time. Collinsville will turn the ball over for the 10th time in this game.
I don't think they saw it, but Talisha was literally wide open. Nobody was in front of her.
47-17, a 30-point lead here for Collinsville as Hayes brings the ball across the timeline to the top of the. Did she kick her?
Well,
I know it was a mistake.
I
It was
know,
by
like,
accident.
yeah, I think it was like working on a jump ball.
Yeah. And, well, we got whistles galore here in this first part of this third quarter, don't we?
Take it to the hole. Yeah, I mean, do that. It's legit.
Wow. Her second. Nia Griffin, 5th team foul here in just this third quarter. 2 more of those. Collinsville will be at the free throw line for the rest of this game.
Yeah, it could be a little frustration, too.
Yeah.
You know, that's not unusual.
Here is Ella Guerrero. Or excuse me, that is Megan Jansen. I was looking around. I couldn't see the 2.
Megan Jansen.
I guessed wrong. First trip to the free throw line for Jansen, and Jansen last year went 58 of 76 for a 76 percentage, and she'll start off with a 100 as well. 49-17 after both of those free throw shots, and here comes Nia Griffin. Griffin outside for Hayes. Hayes, crossover dribble, pulls up, gives it up in the corner now for Jennings. She'll launch a shot from there, and that one misses everything. And the loose ball on the other side belongs to Collinsville, and they'll throw it into the corner.
Right there.
Bardwell
Nice.
underneath. Gilmore wide open, off the glass for 2.
Very nice. Great run. That's just a great fast break. Talisha got right in the right spot, and great look by Bardwell.
And now it looks like we have an injury. Jennings pulled up with a little cramp or something going on in that left leg, and she'll have to come out of the game. And I think Cahokia went ahead and called a timeout, so we'll take a timeout right along with them. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. No?
No.
Why did everybody go to the benches?
I don't know, but they didn't call a timeout.
Okay. Well, we'll stay right here then.
Yeah. Timeout on the timeout.
Yeah. Or halt that timeout.
That's right.
51-17. Collinsville in the lead, and Elijah Childs will check back into the game since Jennings had to go to the bench. And still kind of a little confusion going on down there, but they finally get the ball in, and here is Hayes. Hayes, top of the key, over here under this right wing, gives the ball up for Griffin. Griffin back to Hayes, and Hayes will back up. 5:25 to play here in quarter number 3. Collinsville in control of this one, 51-17. Here's a turnover. That is the 18th turnover. Here is a shot taken by Jansen, no good. Rebound, that belongs to Cahokia. They'll bring it back up. Lady Comanches with the ball. Here is Griffin, and a foul is going to be called against Megan Jansen. That'll be her first, team second. Reinhardt and Willis will check back into the game for Collinsville. Mizzou 52-31 at halftime. Rayshawn Taylor with 8 points. Now he has 13 with 16:40 left, and Mizzou still with a 21-point lead over SIUE, but Rayshawn's having a pretty good game.
Having a good night.
Yeah.
As long as he stays healthy, that's a good thing.
Our very own Matt Clark, I hear, is calling that game on the Mizzou network.
That's what you said, or somebody said that to you before the game, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That is very cool.
He'll be here to help us out during the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic.
That's awesome.
We're going to put him to work. Rebound belongs to Cahokia. And then the next rebound is a whistle. We have a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville, so that'll go down as a turnover for Cahokia. 51-17. Lady Cahoks with the lead and the ball. Here is Megan Jansen, all the way across the way to her twin, Ella Guerrero. Guerrero for 3. That one bounces off, won't go in. Gilmore with the rebound. Tries to put it back up, can't get it to fall.
Yeah, right there, that's what I'm talking about. She's got to be a lot stronger in there, power up off those legs, and finish that shot, even with people hanging on her.
That was a nice dribble and drive by Griffin, but she couldn't finish it. Collinsville pulls down that board. Here's Gilmore all alone. Good. Off the glass again for 2. And Gilmore now with 21 points in this game. 53-17. Collinsville extending their lead. Here is Hayes. Hayes gets double teamed on the near sideline, trying to get out of it, and can't. And then we have a
I guess we have a timeout.
Did he call it? I think he did.
Okay, I
All
thought
right.
it was a jump ball, but
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok. Oh, they want a full timeout. We'll take that one well on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'll be saying that a lot over the next 5 months.
5 months. Wow.
Yeah. You know what makes me sad?
Tell me.
Winter is 3 months long, but it appears that this winter is going to be about 4.5 months long.
I was going to say 14 months.
Yeah, man, this cold weather is way too soon.
It is too soon. I would
Baseline
agree.
shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Lady Calcs bring it back up with their 15th rebound all the way over to, well, they tried to get it to Ella, but that was tipped out of bounds by Hayes, so Collinsville will get to inbound. They'll do so here on this left side baseline. That's right underneath where we are. To Scheller, a little pop and drop. Scheller now with 8 points on the night. Got 6 early in that first half and then kind of cooled off after that as the red-hot Ella Guerrero was launching threes from Caseyville.
Let's get her back out there. Let's let her get a couple more. Come on, kiddo.
55-17. I know you want to see her break that record, don't you?
I'm
Records are meant to be broken, and they're so much fun when they do because it's a joy to watch.
It'd be fun to watch it. I watched all 3 of the records get set.
Yeah.
Rachel Staubenfeld had the first set, and Tori, and now I'd like to see Ella get it.
There's a three-point shot. That one misses the mark as the Lady Comanches are still looking for their first three-point bucket. They're going to wait a little bit longer as that one misses as well. They'll settle for a two-pointer by Kimora Hayes, and Hayes now reaches double digits. She has 10 points of her team's 19.
She can play. Got great moves inside.
55-19. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero inside now for Scheller. Turn around, and she's fouled right underneath the basket. That's going to belong to Griffin. That'll be her third, team 6th.
It's a good spin move. Get that ball in her hand and fight through that. That was good.
Jenna Scheller to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Last year she went 46 of 69. That was good for 66.7%. Misses the first one.
Jenna still likes to push that ball a little bit. Sometimes she's got to get her legs under her and finish.
Percentage-wise, the best one was Megan Jansen's 76.3.
Right.
And the next one does everything but go in, and a whistle.
Shoot it again. Somebody crossed the line.
Ah.
See if she can get it. Third time's a charm.
That's what I hear. That's the prevailing theory. Scheller does hit it.
I told you.
Uh-huh. I don't ever argue with you, Coach.
No,
ever.
No.
56-19, Collinsville with that big lead. And here across the timeline comes Hayes. Hayes moves over, right wing, launches a three-point shot. That one's a little bit too hard and hits the glass where it meets the iron. Then little acrobatic shot put up there. And that one was good and will add a bonus point. Scheller will pick up her second personal foul, team's third. And to the free throw line, it is Nia Griffin. Rabashevsky checks back into the game for Collinsville, as Griffin will take her first and only free throw shot here in this game. Well, I can't be the only one in the game, but the only one so far in the game. She'll miss it, and the ball ends up going out of bounds. Collinsville will take over. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Ella Guerrero. Guerrero brings it up, tries to penetrate over here on the left wing, takes it back to the right wing for Willis. Into the paint, Scheller off the glass for 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, she can see the floor. That's very impressive. For a kid that didn't get to play much last year, that's a good look.
58-21 in favor of Collinsville. Here once again is Hayes. Hayes dribbles, drives into the perimeter, and a slap foul. That's going to go against Rabashitsky or Willis, one of the two.
Kahok's foul number 22, Denasia Willis.
Willis will pick it up.
Personal foul, 4th team foul.
Denasia Willis, the 5'10 junior. So they only had 2 graduating seniors from last year. I think we only have 3 this year.
Yes.
Plus, we are missing Jordan Gary. She is totally concentrating on her soccer career as she signed a letter of intent to go to SLU next year, and she's just concentrating on soccer right now.
She is. I talked to her a little bit, and, I get it. I hate it, and I told her that. I said I hate it, but I totally understand.
Yeah. That's a foul, I believe, that's going to go against Jenna Scheller, and Scheller will pick up 2 in a row and pick up her 3rd of this game. 5th team foul, so now Collinsville catching up in fouls to Cahokia's 6. And into the corner it goes. Over onto the left wing. Hayes dribbles and drives off the high glass. Rebound belongs to Scheller. They'll headman it up to Guerrero off of the glass. No good. Rabashitsky trying to get in there for that rebound, but it ends up rolling away from her and then picked up by Hayes. So Cahokia with another opportunity on offense here as they trail 58-21.
I like the fact that we're sitting in the zone and making them shoot from the outside, get their points.
Oh, there's a steal by Rabashitsky. She'll dribble it up, and she'll take it to the basket herself off the glass. Good for 2. Emma Rabashitsky on the board for the first time tonight.
That was a little frustration. Something happened down here, and Emma's got a scratch on her arm.
Well, she's smiling now.
She is. She's like, all right, I'll show you. Let me just steal the ball and go score.
60-21 as we approach the final 40 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Here is Griffin. Griffin over onto the wing. 3-point shot on the way from Jennings. That's off the high glass. Good for 3 points. First 3-pointer of the night for Cahokia, and that one belongs to Jayla Jennings. Kahok's bring the ball back up. 20 seconds left on the game clock. Here is Guerrero. Wiggles her way through the perimeter and gives it up to Willis. Now back to Guerrero. Just outside the lane. Throws one over the rim. And the loose ball belongs to Collinsville. Willis gets it. She'll put it up. Can't get it to go in. Finally, Jenna Scheller does. And she'll go up for a bonus. Scheller.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking. I talked to Jenna the other day about when you catch the ball like that, just pound right back up, and that was a good example. And she took it up strong, and came out with a bucket and a foul.
1 for 2. Scheller went the last time she was at the free throw line, helped out by a 3rd shot. Good.
There you go.
63-24. Cahokia has got 8.2 seconds to work the ball back up court. They'll put it into the hands of Griffin, and Griffin will walk it across the line slowly. And launch a 3 from the slot. That's good.
Holy cow.
At the buzzer. Nia Griffin. A big 3-point shot there, and that is the way that quarter number 3 comes to a close. Back with the 4th quarter after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Those are...
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Todd Duke and former Lady Kahok head coach Lori Bailey with you. As we have reached the fourth quarter, 63-27. Collinsville with a 36-point lead to begin the fourth quarter, which means we will have running clock the whole fourth quarter.
We will go very quickly.
We will. Always does.
Yep.
When you have that running clock. So that's the same thing that happened in the JV game. Only way the clock stops is if a team calls a timeout or there is an injury on the floor. So we're underway here in quarter number 4. Collinsville outscored Cahokia 23-8 in the first quarter, outscored them 21-6 in the second quarter. This is the third quarter was the best one for Cahokia. Collinsville still got the advantage at 19-13.
That
First
last
time
three,
that
though. Yeah, that doesn't count.
First time that Cahokia has entered double digits here in this contest, and they would have done so without that 3. Would have been 10, but still, that was those things from like half quarter or a little closer are just amazing to me. Off the high glass, that one's good for Griffin. And Collinsville working the ball up court for the first time here in this fourth quarter. Jayhawks won by 60 last year, 83-23. There's a three-point shot for Guerrero. That one had a lot of spin on it, and it hit that fat part of the iron. That's a little bit of a travel there by Gilmore, just a little bit.
She just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You know, she's trying.
She wasn't. She was up in midair and knew who she was going to pass it to and then changed her mind. And
it's that split-second decision-making.
That it is. 11th turnover for Collinsville. Here in this game, they had 9 in the first half, so only 2 so far. Now we have a jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of
No.
Collinsville. They called that a foul?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
How's that not a jump ball?
I don't know.
And she had it tied up.
When you have both your hands on the ball, how is it a foul? I don't know.
I don't
16
understand.
foul?
Did the rules change?
I don't know. Sometimes that happens, but usually I'm aware of them by the time we get to this point.
Okay.
Rebound belongs to Collinsville after a missed three-point shot there by Cahokia. To the free throw line, Jenna Scheller, a little bit too short. She pushes that one out, and Cahokia will let it go out of bounds, and Collinsville will turn the ball over.
Need a bucket. Need to break the ice here a little bit.
Yeah. Here comes Hayes. Hayes across the Kahok logo at midcourt. Over onto the wing. And gives it up for Childs. Into the corner it goes. Here is Jennings. Three-point shot. That one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball up. Here is Bardwell. She got tripped and no call on the play.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Now you're going to call a foul, right?
Right.
I don't know. 2 of them were standing down here. Gilmore will pick up her first. Each team now at 7, so everybody's shooting free throws from here on out as Rabashitsky and Willis check back into the game. Scheller and Bardwell to the bench. Clock continues to run. And to the free throw line, it will be Nia Griffin. Her only trip was at the end of a 2-point play. 80-45, Mizzou over SIUE.
Hold on. Phone's coming up.
Yeah.
There it is.
Rayshawn, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Not a bad start.
First free throw is good for Griffin.
Good for Griffin. So she is now 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. And this whole trip to the free throw line's taken about 75 seconds off the clock. Next trip on the way, and that one misses the mark. Collinsville gets the rebound. Gilmore picks it up and gets it across the line to Megan Jansen. Jansen trying to drive in for that right wing, but that's being blocked off by Hayes. Man, I'm telling you, Hayes is really, she's a hustler.
Yeah, she is. She can play.
Oh, I think Collinsville's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Moore's a little frustrated at the fact that you're calling the ticky-tack fouls, but something like that, you got to call that.
Yeah.
Hands all over, you got to call that.
All right, 30-second timeout. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready. From belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation.
plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Todd Duke and former Lady Kahok head coach Lori Billy. We're glad you're with us here for this home opener. Collinsville in control, 63-30. We have running clock here in this fourth quarter by virtue of the Kahawks leading by 30 or more. Here is Jansen and a backdoor pass nicely done to Guerrero, and they called a travel. Her foot slipped out from underneath her, didn't it?
I'm not sure. What are they?
I don't know what they called. What? Did they? Oh, they did. That did count.
They call it technical?
Wow. All right, so the points belonged to Guerrero.
Correct.
And now we have Gilmore taking the free throw shots. Last year they would not have made that decision.
No, they would not have.
Gilmore.
Megan last year. Oh.
Well, this is that one.
Pressure's on. Get one, kiddo. Just
one. See, I wouldn't like being out there shooting all by myself with nobody around. It's different.
That's a reason that you run the drill in practice, to isolate them so they feel a little bit of that pressure. There you go.
That one used just about everything to get through.
There you go.
Gilmore now with 22 points. Mode, Reinhardt, and Rabashevsky check back into the game for Collinsville. Lily Carlisle is out there as well. And the only one I did not mention was Dejanay Willis. Here is Mode to Reinhardt. She'll drive baseline, and she'll get fouled right away by Childs. That'll be her third. Clock continues to move. We're down to 2:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Reinhardt to the free throw line. She was 0 for 2 in the first half. She had the first 2 free throw shots of the year and missed both of them, but she's made up for that here with that make. Next one. Good.
That makes it look a lot better.
Yeah.
On the stats.
We'll take 50%.
That's right.
We're down to the final minute 40. Well, I hope you can join us for more home games this year.
I plan on it. This is a lot of fun for me. I really appreciate it.
I enjoy having you. It's always nice to have somebody who knows what they're talking about, because, I don't.
Please. Please. You do an amazing job, Todd. I don't know, I don't know if many people tell you that, but you do a great job, and that football coverage you guys did was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Carlisle picks up her first foul of the year, and to the free throw line it is Hayes. Hayes, her first trip there, and she makes it. Kind of figured she would.
She's a good player.
Yeah.
She's solid. She's somebody they could definitely build around.
Another one coming up for Hayes as we approach 45 seconds to go in this one. That one is a miss, and the rebound falls down into the hands of Willis. Collinsville will bring it back up. Here is Carlisle. Lily skirts it across the way, gives to Mode. Mode deep on that right wing, brings it back around to the top of the key, then bounces one over into the corner for Rabashevsky. Rabashevsky out top for Carlisle. Gives it up for Mode. Mode got her hand hit when she hit that, or she took that shot. There is Lily with a rebound and good for 2.
That a girl.
Lily Carlisle will have her name in the newspaper tomorrow because she has 2 points. Here is Hayes with 9 seconds left. And off the high glass, no good. Rebound, that falls out of bounds. And by the time we get that one back in, this game's over. And it is 70-31. Final score. Collinsville wins this one. And we'll jump out to a 1-0 start before they head to the Nashville Thanksgiving tournament on Monday, with a date against Freeburg. Next up for Cahokia, 1 week from tonight, as they are at Lanphier. Well, Coach, again, thank you very much for coming along. We appreciate it, and we'll see you a little bit down the road. I don't know when yet, but I'll let you know.
I'll be here.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, my friend.
Thank you. That is head coach Lori Billy, former Kahok Lady basketball head coach. Our final score here, 70-31. The Lady Kahawks win this one.
And Collinsville starts off at 1-0. Time for the post-game program, and that will come your way next here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121. Or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior, LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors, LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors, LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors, LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. And once again, we welcome you back into the post-game program here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one tonight, 70-31. And joining us now is Collinsville's JV head coach, Adam Blair. Coach, congratulations on both your win and the varsity win.
Thank you. It's definitely a fun way to start off the season on a big win like this.
All right, let's talk about the JV squad first, man. 63-11. That was lopsided to say the least.
Yeah, it's good. We've had a lot of girls improve from last year, so I think the team last year that was good has improved on it even more. 63-11 is a heck of a game for us, but I definitely think that we saw some things that we can still work on as it comes to later on in the season. We play better and better teams.
You, Carson Mode had 11 points. Her I'm familiar with because she played some varsity level last year. But Diaria Spears with 21 points in that game. That was my first time ever seeing her, so tell us a little bit about her.
Yeah, Diarra, she played on the fresh team last year. Played a little bit at the JV at the end. Really athletic kid. Fun to watch. She's aggressive. She's fast. And when those things come together, it's really fun to watch. And it creates plays for other people as well. So when she's active like the way she is, it's fun to see her scoring like that.
You guys shut them out in that third quarter, 20-0. How does that feel for you, the head coach of a basketball team, when you hold a team scoreless in a quarter?
It feels really good. It doesn't happen as often as I would like, but it definitely feels good to do that. And you enjoy the little things like that as it happens. So.
All right, let's talk about the varsity game here for a minute. We'll begin with Ella Guerrero, man. She had 5 3-pointers in the first half. Not much in the second half, but boy, what a first half.
Yeah, it's fun when you got a shooter that can shoot like that. Like she hit 5, we were hoping for a few more, but you get to draw some attention as you start hitting those threes like that. So their better players started guarding her, making opportunities for other people.
Yeah, Coach Billy was up here pulling for 2 more because she wanted to tie that record.
We knew about it on the bench, but we didn't want to jinx anything.
Yeah,
so.
I hear you there. All right, talk to me a little bit about Talisha Gilmore, man. The bugaboo about her game last year was free throws, only 36%. Man, she did really good tonight at the line.
Absolutely. As practice started, it's obvious that she had worked on her game in the offseason. Amazing to see her be able to not only shoot the free throws now, but also dribble the ball in a fast-paced game, play good defense, make the layups in transition, get any rebound she wants. It's really fun to see an athlete like her perform the way she does.
Hard to pick apart a 70-31 win, but I know the coaches always come out of these things with, well, we need to work on this. So what would that one thing be?
As the game slowed down to more of a half-court game, Cahokia definitely kept pace with us a little more than we would like. So we got to figure out a way to not only score efficiently in the half-court offense, but stop them as well in our half-court defense set.
All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it. All right, that is Adam Blair. He is the head man for the JV team and the assistant to Coach Colin Moore on the varsity side. We appreciate him taking some time out to hang out with us and visit us here on the post-game show. That is going to, well, no, we're going to run through some stats first. How about leading scorer in this one? That was Talisha Gilmore with 22 points. 19 points belong to Ella Guerrero. She got 17 of those in the first half. 9 points for Megan Jansen, and then a couple of points apiece for Lily Carlisle, Emma Rabashitsky, and Lania Reinhardt. Leading scorer for Cahokia was, no surprise there, Kimora Hayes had 11. After that, 8 points each for Nia Griffin and Jayla Jennings, and then 2 points for Elijah Childs. Collinsville out-rebounding Cahokia 23-12 in this one. The Comanches turned the ball over 20 times. Collinsville turned the ball over 12 times. And from the lines, Collinsville hit 14 of 20 from the free throw line, while Cahokia hit 5 of 11. Each team took 10 3-point shots. Collinsville hit 6 of theirs, while Cahokia hit 2 of theirs, and both of those came in the second half. So now that will do it for us. Our next live stream will be Thursday night. We got some more hockey coming your way as Collinsville takes on Freeburg Waterloo at 7:30 from the O'Fallon Recplex there in O'Fallon. Our next girls basketball game doesn't happen until December the 1st. That's because they will be at the Nashville Thanksgiving tournament pretty much all next week, except for obviously Thanksgiving. I believe that tournament will end on Saturday the 26th. And then the ladies will be off until the 1st. We'll have that game for you. That'll be right here versus Belleville East on December the 1st. And the boys, we won't have them until the next day, December the 2nd. After they get through with the Muscuda tournament, they'll go to Belleville East, and we'll have that game for you on Friday night, December the 2nd. And then Collinsville will return home on Saturday afternoon, but we will not have that game for you. So that is going to do it for here. A big thank you to Coach Colin Moore joining us in the pregame show, and a big thank you to Adam Blair joining us in the postgame show, and another big thank you to former Lady Kahok head coach Lori Billy for joining us on the microphone here in this one. Collinsville wins 70-31, and until Thursday night, more hockey action comes your way, and even until that night, everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of this evening.